This is Act and Analyze with Maggie and Tyler. We are two best friends.
I'm an actress.
And I'm a therapist.
In Act and Analyze, you will hear us discuss all things within media in our daily lives while relating it to our lovely guests.
We want to have fun, but also learn along the way.
Everywhere around us is media. We just want to know, what type of media helps you, or infuriates you, or makes you feel good?
We want to grow with you and leave you all feeling better than how we found you.
Welcome to Act and Analyze. Welcome to Act and Analyze.
Welcome to Act and Analyze
with Maggie and Tyler. Yes.
We have such a fun guest today. She is someone so special to the both of us.
Yes.
Literally a bestie of mine since the womb. So, she's great. She's hysterical. It's a super entertaining episode. She's an esthetician. She is super passionate about so many things. Like all around, she's just a passionate person. She's currently an esthetician, but is going to pursue becoming a nurse very soon.
Fucking so incredible. Incredible. Yes. Yeah. She's amazing. I'm obsessed. I've been obsessed with Emily since the day I fucking met her.
Literally.
Like on the football field behind like whatever high school football game was going on and like whatever shenanigans we were getting into. Like I just always like when Emily was there, I knew we were just gonna have an incredible time because all of us were gonna we just always make each other laugh. And I think that was like there was just so much beauty in that type of friendship.
No, literally, like Emily and I went through every integral moment of development together and have just loved each other unconditionally through it. So, without further ado, welcome our guest, Emily Sergi.
Yes.
Hello, Emily. How are you? Good. How are you? Doing great. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited. So excited for you to be here. Yes. How are you? I'm doing really good. You guys gave me an excuse to leave work early today.
Fuck yes.
So, TGIF.
Yes.
I really can't complain. I've been standing up straight. Good things are ahead in the future. So it's really definitely.
Well, Emily, do you want to tell the pod who you are?
Yes. So I'm Emily. I have known, Tyler my whole life. Maggie for most of it.
Yes.
Tyler and I are basically like family. Maggie used to be a neighbor turned, one of my best friends.
Oh my God, yes.
I am an esthetician. I am going back to school, though, to be a nurse because I think my journey in aesthetics is not coming to an end, but taking a, bit of a leap into a different direction. But while also kind of opening up my avenues to other things that aren't aesthetics and more things that kind of align with, where I'm coming from and where my heart's coming from.
Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. I love that. Like, explain more of that, like where your heart is coming from.
So, obviously I'm in aesthetics. I wax full time. So, granted, this isn't so much about vanity per se, rather than, making yourself feel better or, just doing maintenance that you feel is necessary to you. Or, giving an alternative route to something that didn't work in regards to hair removal. But just the industry in itself has a lot of, vanity in it, which it's aesthetics, it should.
Yeah.
But over time, I've kind of, I've grown to learn that, my favorite people aren't always, the most vain. And there are a lot more important things that I can be doing with my time. Not saying that what I'm doing isn't important, but I think, with my hunger for knowledge and my desire to help people, I can be doing more with my time. And just kind of feel a little more proud of my space here. Because I am very proud, but I do think I'm taking an easy, proud route, if that makes sense. And also on the flip end of that, in this industry, there is a lot of, negative stigma, not necessarily with the industry itself, but what kind of drags people to come in. There's a lot of shame that walks into the door, a lot of embarrassment. Obviously, whenever you come into my room, it's a non-judgmental or judgment-free zone, and everyone's welcome, everyone's accepted, everyone is just a person.
Yeah. You definitely were my safest waxer.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't even think you guys have gotten waxes when I was decent at my job. So thank you.
I haven't gotten a Brazilian wax since you've done it. So
God bless, girl, because that definitely was not a smooth experience for either of us, I'm sure. But, as a person who lives in America and needs to make money, it's not the best business tactic for myself, So it definitely showed me that I should probably redirect my, area of focus. But again, with that being said, I do love helping people. I do personally love to be waxed. I love waxing myself. I love, being hairless.
Yeah,
do not look at the armpits. But, also with that, in these experiences, I've been able, with talking to people and with, trying to show people their own inner beauty and all these things, I've definitely learned to, love myself a lot more, which I will forever be grateful for, that job specifically. Just the vulnerability. I mean, I'm a full body waxer, so there are times where I have fully naked women, upwards of not fully naked men, and everyone in between in my room. And it's, it's a vulnerable space, but it's, it just shows everyone is different, but we're all the same in that sense. There's so many things, the same thing you worry about, 50 million other people are worrying about, or, but they're not worrying about you. There's just so much up for interpretation. But what I've come to terms with is that, we're all, on our own journey, and I promise you, no one is going to, think the things that you've thought terribly about yourself and all these things. People who generally want the best, for you, even if it's for a better place for themselves, But again, I don't think I would have come to that conclusion if I didn't, put myself in a very vulnerable job in aesthetics.
Yeah.
Just because you do really see the extremes of what vanity can do. Yeah. And how, society has kind of led people into thinking about themselves. Very unfortunately, too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that, what I'm hearing is the environment you try to emulate in your room is, body hair is natural. Everything about the human body and what it's doing is natural. Mm-hmm. And to not feel shame about it. And, but if it's something that you feel more confident being hairless or whatever, you do it. But really think about the reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
Is it because of, maybe male attention, or to reach a impossible standard, or is it because it actually is something that makes you feel better about yourself?
Absolutely. And it is, something that hurts, it's not like a massage, you're getting your nails done. It is something that you do have to have a little mental preparation for. So it is, it's that more telling of, are you loving yourself? Are you inflicting pain on yourself, dare I say, for the sake of someone else, or are you doing it because you want it, or, or for society, whatever it may be. It is something that, I hope at least walking out of my room, you do start to question that, and I don't want you to question yourself, but, have those conversations, ask yourself tough questions, about why you're doing things, because, at the end of the day, I'm always here to help, but I don't want to help you, feel less like who you should be.
Exactly.
Yeah. The only other time I think I'm in that position, getting a Brazilian, is in the bedroom. So it's
or your gynecologist.
That's or the gyno. I haven't seen her in a while.
True.
But go see your gyno. But
no, seriously, please go see your gyno. Please, thank you.
I feel like whenever I would go for a Brazilian, the sweat that would protrude off of my body was sticking. So sticky, and it was just, oh my gosh, I couldn't do the pain. I just couldn't deal with it.
A lot of people can't. If you want to go into the how it relates to media thing, or the representations thing, The 40-year-old wax.
I was just gonna bring
like I will say that is one of the key elements of like waxing in the mainstream. You know, like it's not that popular. But I will say that scene is pretty spot on to at least a chest wax. I will say the only time I've ever had people like physically cry or like not like whoa, but like tears, like really turtle heading out, you know, whatever. Was a male's chest wax, 2 of them. It was because the hair is very dense, it grows, whatever. But that, I'm not kidding. One of the most, like, it is pretty spot on to some of people's experiences. Like, they're not going to finish. They're going to walk out with maybe a smiley face looking thing going on, even if that is, you know, on their Brazilian area. I accidentally did that to myself the other day, you know. But, you know, then there's other people who are, you know, 70 plus years old, and they're telling me a story about their grandkids not skipping a beat, and I'm just waxing off, and they're not even phased.
Yeah, that scene, Steve Carell really got his chest waxed.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, and they didn't tell him that. I mean, like, they told him like, it's first shot, first go. Like, your real reaction's what's going to be. God. And that is realistic. I mean, I'll give it to him. So it's good. The only other thing I will say that is more or somewhat relevant that does come up in conversation, you know, when people come into the room, like whatever, usually their first time, they'll start talking about stuff like that. Bad Mom's Christmas. There's a scene at that where she comes out, and this is relatable on the waxer end. Yeah. It's Christmas time, you know, Christmas and summertime is like our busiest season. Like it's just when we really make our money. So, usually your eye bags are down to here, like you're drained. In this scene, she comes out and she's like, if I see another fucking vagina today, I'm gonna lose it, or something like that. And like, I really can't tell you how many times I've been like, yeah, like I can't do it. Or like my poor boyfriends, I'm like, please, I don't want to see another organ again. Like, walk away, you know? I'm like, I just really can't, you know? I'm like, pull your pants up and keep them there. Yeah. Going. I'll see you back in 4 weeks. You know, like I can't do it. But though, like it is, or at least I try to make it as comical and lighthearted as it is. Yeah. Because I always say it's never fun in here, and I do pride myself on being, you know, a quick waxer because I want people to be in and out, whatever. I always make the joke, you know, it's work for me, torture for you. Let's get the hell out of here, you know? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like it's funny sometimes, you know? I mean, or even the vulnerability, like as dramatic as it sounds, I have people that are like, hi, I'm Diane, nice to meet you. I'm getting a divorce. And you're like, yeah. Oh, okay, Diane, what are we doing today? And then divorce, you know, I'm like, eyebrows and a divorce, got it, you know, like, nice to meet you. Yeah. And like, there's just, because like, it's just the air of the room, you know, it's like, it's just random. It's just like the back of the brain things coming out. You're just laying there staring at the ceiling, just waiting for something to hurt you. It's a lot of things start to just, you know, fall out of your mouth, which is, it leads to, you know, sometimes amazing conversations, sometimes just the funniest things I've ever heard in my life. And it's just, never a dull day in a wax center. I'll tell you that.
My God, yes. It's so similar to like the therapy room. Like, it's just people come in, you're a stranger. Literally. Let's get vulnerable. Like, I mean, it's not the same thing. Like,
no, but they're trusting you to, you know, and obviously like, I don't know what Diane getting divorced, but obviously there's confidentiality in everything and in what you do. And even with what I do, you know, I'm not going to be sharing any guest information, but, you know, sometimes to pass along a story is, you know, fun and a great way to, you know, bring people into what you're doing and, you know, give a little sense of community there. But it is definitely, I will say the 1 year of schooling I did in psychology-based classes definitely helped for my job now.
That type of like workplace could be a perfect documentary comedy, like or like The Office, Parks and Rec, like at a wax center in there.
Yeah. I agree. Just the amount of cut takes that the whole show would just be the interviews. That's really what it is. Like, most appointments are 15 minutes and, you know, even if they're one after another, like I said, I'm pretty quick. So like I'll finish myself 7 to 10 minutes. So then, you know, that 5 little minutes that you get to kind of catch up with whoever else was doing, or, you know, if someone went through something, you know, dramatic for the day, you get to, you know, powwow about it, you know, just because we're all in this together.
Well, people are lucky to have you at their waxer.
Yeah.
Because it is a vulnerable position, and like to have someone who is empowering and like creating a judgment-free zone and allowing for that type of conversation, I think is probably very appreciated by all your clients.
Oh my gosh, 100%.
Things that appall me the most in, you know, the wax room that comes in, it's never the person, it's how they were treated somewhere, you know, or even, you know, at the same place that I'm employed at. And not saying, you know, that location or whatever it may be, but like, you know, the name that I represent technically, you know, they were treated a certain way, or, you know, a comment was made that even, I dare I say even silly comment, because it's not silly. As a professional, you should know that whatever you're saying is going to be taken professionally, you know, or personally. You know, they're looking to you as the professional, as someone who knows what they're doing, who's taking control of that room. So why should they feel uncomfortable? They should feel secure with you, you know, and they like, you should never question yourself. Granted, you know, if you have a contraindication, you're taking retinol, you're doing these, obviously a discussion, but personally about, you know, what's going on with why you walked in, it should never ever be something that, you know, you even think twice about, you know. If anything, you probably shouldn't even question it. And again, circumstantially, but it's hard to walk into those buildings to begin with, you know, like it hurts. You're gonna take your clothes off in front of a stranger, you know, and then have to pay money for it.
It's very like official, and like you go here, then you go there, then you go out there and do that. It's very like structured.
Yes. How would you say your life experiences have related to media?
I would say that, you know, my constant need, and I would say need, not want, my need to know things and learn more things, isn't necessarily an issue anymore, or something that gets in my way, or something that could be a flaw anymore, due to the fact that, you know, the internet's at our disposal. TikTok is a huge thing for me. I know it's a little cliche in this era of time, but the amount of things that I've learned on TikTok. I've always been a huge article reader. If anything, actually, I hate reading. The only thing I can read through and through is informational based or article type things.
Yes.
And even then, you know, you start to skim, you start to do these things. TikTok has been such a wonderful way to literally visually see, you know, what you're learning, or see, or have almost a human connection, like you are learning from someone, like a teacher, professor, whatever it may be. That is something that has really drawn me into media a lot more, in a productive way, I should say. But it's, and also advanced my life in a lot of aspects. I feel a lot more confident speaking on topics, because also, let me preface, I don't just take things off TikTok, take them and go. There's always research following. But it's a great way to, you know, start that ball rolling, or, you know, even just introduce something that like you wouldn't be introduced in because it's not working with some type of algorithm or whatever it is, you know. It's really cool to have all these, you know, different avenues on different things to learn, and then apply it to your life and all these things. And to kind of relate it to like the chronic pain thing, I have, you know, in this journey of, you know, my mystery illness and whatever is going on with me, I've definitely had my bouts of feeling alone, and not that I'm not supported. You know, I feel very supported, and I know, you know, people feel sorry for me, and I don't want people to feel sorry for me, but, you know, sometimes you want to feel like a victim, dare I say, but like when you're feeling bad for yourself, you know, you want others to feel bad, whatever. But there's still that, you know, that essence of I'm alone in this, you know, and like no one is, as much as they you know, they could cry for me, all these things, they're not going to feel the pain that I have to endure, and then the mental aspect that comes along after, and all these things. And you know Yolanda Hadid said something during, you know, a little confessional thing about her Lyme's disease. And I'm not sure exactly if she had Lyme's and something else, but she had, you know, an illness that, and Lyme's in itself is very up in the air, all over the place, very hard to deal with. And she said something, and I don't exactly remember what it was, but it was, I started crying, like out of like happiness, you know, over the Housewives of Beverly Hills. Cannot emphasize enough. It's something that I said to you like this before, you know, like never ever am I like, oh my God, you know. But she said something that it resonated with me, because, you know, she was struggling. She said something about feeling alone, and, you know, this, that, and third. And obviously me and Yolanda Hadid have nothing at all connecting us other than that thought, you know? And like that just grounded me so much, and brought me a little bit back to, you know, not so much self-pitying and, you know, feeling bad and, you know, holding in on this isn't my identity kind of thing. but it just brings such togetherness to a situation that has a lot of solitude to it.
The like bright light of what social media has brought and its community, and it's things that you don't see right on the surface. Like we are like getting deep with each other, we're talking with each other, and we're able to navigate these things, having a sense of community. Like I think we mentioned that in every other episode. It's just like how strong our sense of community is as a generation, because we're being vulnerable and opening up about things, and we're not trying to make anyone feel alone or hidden.
Well, that's so true. Like I emphasize so much, I mean, in everyday life, and, you know, especially in vulnerable moments, whether I'm talking with a friend or whatever, or even just myself, like your space and whatever that means to you, mental, physical space, whatever it is, your space is so sacred, you know? Mm-hmm. And if you can allow that sacred space into like an extended version, but still keep your space sacred, you know, not let anything infiltrate it, but like allow it to be part of something else. That is a beautiful thing. And for so long, you know, doesn't matter what category of life it is, there has always been a point where you don't feel that, you know, your space is validated or your space is, you know, as important and all those things. And I feel like simply the vastness of the internet, right? Mm-hmm. Can really negate a lot of that. You know, it can really get rid of a lot of that negative space and create so much more of that sacred space to flow, you know?
Yeah, I just feel like the community that you found through social media, like Facebook groups and everything, and just you talking about creating a sacred space for yourself and not allowing anything outside to come in and just like damage it or reconstruct it from outside of your control. It sounds like that's been like a really important realization for you.
Absolutely. And it's definitely challenging, you know? I mean, the internet is full of a lot of things, and especially, you know, right now there's a lot of things in the world going on that is extremely unsavory and extremely just horrifying and astonishing to watch. And it is, and like, this is a privileged thing to say, but it does allow you, you know, to work with yourself there and go, okay, you know, where's my limit here? Or, you know, am I able to watch this, not either take it personally or, you know, think that this is my life, or, you know, or be so viciously upset and angry that it gets in the way of your day to day. So to be able to kind of use these opportunities to, you know, recognize that, you know, we do have the privilege to be able to turn something off, but we also have the privilege to learn what's going on, and you have, you know, the ability to see in real time for the most part.
Yeah.
We really get so caught up in life so much. And again, social media can do that. There's so much for us to see, but like, with that, it gives us so much opportunity to really like hone in on, you know, right now, what we like, what we're doing, what we don't like, what we want to see change, but like right now, you know, not like, oh yeah, maybe, or like, well, back then, you know, like, and yeah, we could still do that, but like, I feel like it's bringing so much more presence, you know?
Yes.
And I know a lot of people could disagree with that just because, you know, the heads down kind of thing, but I think there's a little more to it because that's also our reality now.
How do you feel social media relates to your life, like emotionally and mentally?
I am definitely a big advocate that it helps me. However, I do spend a lot of time outside of social media working on myself, working with professionals, things like that. I think it opens up space, right? Like I said, I would have been, and for a while, I was really in a bad mental space. And don't get me wrong, I can't sit here and deny that sometimes I don't, simply due to my physical health. But even then, right? If I I'm having a really bad day physically, right? Really bad day, really just suffering through. And then you finally get to the end of my day. The second Real Housewives gets on, and these ladies start fighting over who took whose chip off the table first, or whatever, or whose swimsuit is the same color. I'm all of a sudden, my problems don't matter. They do matter because who wore the same swimsuit? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really like, it's so ridiculous that like I can't, like, and just as I feel that my pain is ridiculous, I'm like, it's so much easier to just let go and focus in on something else. Because, and in those moments, I do literally need something to pull me out of, that type of headspace, or even just like my own body itself.
Exactly. What housewife season is what housewife group is your fave?
This is hard. I love Bravo.
Yeah,
for life. Like catch me at BravoCon in Las Vegas whenever they decide they're actually.
With Maddie.
I know. Well, I was there, and I unfortunately bought tickets to the aesthetics show.
No,
I could have been at BravoCon, but instead I was buying stupid devices I don't use anymore. And CBD bath salt that went away like that because it was great.
Yeah,
but if I had to like rank them, or like my top 3 is New Jersey, top 5, New Jersey, New York, Beverly Hills, or Orange County, Salt Lake City. I know Salt Lake City is a little controversial, but someone said to me before I started season 2, watch it in the tone of it's a parody of reality or of Housewives. The reason I started watching Housewives again was because I got into it, because it's not my guilty pleasure anymore. It is my pleasure. I'm not guilty about it.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's good.
No. I've said this about the Kardashians. I've been keeping up since 2008.
Yeah.
I really it's not a guilty pleasure.
Keeping up for a while.
Like, I'm sorry. I can tell you anything. Hyper Focus, that is, what's that new show with Rob Lowe that you have to like know all the facts? Kardashian.
Yeah.
I would know it. But yeah, reality TV is so wonderful because like it's not my reality at all. I would love, but like I just love it. I love it. I can't relate at all. I like to argue sometimes, but that's about it. But like,
who would you relate to the most? Like, if everyone in reality TV, who do you feel like represents you?
I watch a lot of reality.
I know exactly who I would relate to.
Who would you relate to? I gotta think about this one.
Andy Cohen.
Well, see, like, my brain went there first, too. I'm not even joking you. I was like, well, like, can I say Andy?
You could say Andy. You could say whoever you want.
Dare I say Lisa Rinna?
Yes.
Like, I really, like, Harry Hamlin. Like, just, like, so first and last name, excited about people. Like, that's me. Also, like, doing an unnecessary long performance to the internet that no one wants to see for like just too long, like that's me. Like that is me. Like Lisa Rinna. That's why I started watching Housewives again, or like got back into my Bravo kick, because I was really into podcasts and stuff like that for a while, just binge on YouTube. But Lisa Rinna put up like a 1:45 long video of her just unnecessarily long, and I watched every minute. I just ate it up like the whole time, and I was like, all right, well, we're gonna rewatch Housewives. Teresa Giudice coming back May 5th.
I saw that. I think I'm gonna have to. I haven't fully dove into the Bravo world yet.
And it is, so I will say, for like a real like Bravo, like I haven't gotten into like the Southern Charm yet, Married to Medicine, like Vanderpump, but been there, done that. Honestly, I've already said I don't like The Valley, which is is that still Bravo, or they moved to Hulu?
I have no idea.
Regardless, the extenders and things like that, they're getting a little old, but to dive back in and realize how big the Bravo universe actually is, it really, you go, okay, here's my 5-year plan. I've got it figured out. Here we go.
Yes.
I've never felt so secure in my life. I go, I'm just gonna, like, the only thing that I know, like, I couldn't rewatch is The Kardashians, simply based on how much it was on, like, cable television growing up, but also, like, I have not missed a beat. And, like, even social media wise, like, it's almost embarrassing how much I'm keeping up, But, like, the Bravo universe, there's enough avenues that you're like, wait, did I see this? Or, like, oh, I don't remember it happening that way. Or like, the random edit outs. You know what show I exclusively watch on TikTok? What? Chicago Fire. Like, I've never put that on a device other than TikTok and being like, hey, does anyone know where the other part is? Like, they didn't post it on this account. Like, does anyone know another account that I can finish this episode on? Or what's up?
You know you're deep. You're like, where is this part?
I am commented reaching to
like, please tell
6 likes and 12 followers that this person has. I'm like, please, someone help me.
That may finish the Chicago Fire episode.
Literally.
Hey, Emily, do you have any recs for the pod?
Well, music-wise, I actually just stumbled upon a very new and upcoming band, and it's called Unessential Oils.
Ooh.
Very groovy. I don't like to always think before I speak, and sometimes that leads to very profound things. When I said it, I was like, this is really like a hammock groove. I don't know what a hammock groove what that actual genre is, but
I get what you're saying.
I know what you're
totally get it. So like, yeah, the full album that their first album is not dropping until May 31st, I believe, but they have been dropping little bits and pieces, and let me tell you, love it very much. Also, I podcast wise, I really have been enjoying watching the redemption arc of what Trisha Paytas has been doing. And I know that's controversial. Yes. I promise I know it's controversial. But to watch someone who has been so very open on the internet, so unstable for very long, and insecure with themselves, do a lot of damage, right? A lot of damage. Yeah. Cannot deny that. But to see them get help, also recognize a lot of, realizing a lot of self-worth, comes with a lot of, treating others better and recognizing other people's place in this world is just as important as yours. And just because you hate yourself doesn't mean you have to hate others, type of thing like that. Granted, do I think she still, speaks a little fast sometimes without thinking? Yes. But I'd be a hypocrite if I said I didn't do the same, But then the podcast I keep up with every week, Trixie and Katya.
Yeah.
Bold and Beautiful, without fail. That. And the Canceled podcast with Tana Mojo.
Oh my God.
I love her. But that's also just kind of like something I've been stuck with Tana since she flooped onto the internet. Mm-hmm. So that is, and Brooke Schofield is just the cutest little peach.
Well, amazing.
This was an amazing episode.
Yeah, so fun. So happy you're here.
Yeah, it's awesome. So happy.
Yes. Want to plug yourself?
Sure. I am Emily Sergi on TikTok. That is my most traction-based account. Yes. Instagram, I'm Emily_Sergi. If you need 15% off of fur products, you can use discount code Emily_Sergi.
Welcome to Maggie's Meaty Munchies. I feel like I haven't sang to you guys in a while. Maybe I did last week. Probably. I don't know. But anyway, I got some fun media munchies for you. Yay. So, everybody, go to your app store, download the app Duolingo. Yeah. Go get your little friend Duo and start a streak with him. I am almost on day 300 of learning Espanol. Damn. And I just find it's a really fun way to learn a new language. This is really not even an ad. I wish it was like,
sponsor us, Duolingo, please.
Actually, Duolingo sponsor us, because everyone sponsors Babbel and everyone sponsors is Rosetta Stone still a thing? That was a moment.
Oh no, I haven't heard that.
That was a moment in time. Those commercials, the Rosetta Stone headset with the oh my God. Oh my God. Should I get her? Should I meet Rosetta?
Yes.
We should interview Rosetta.
Get Rosetta on the pod.
Yeah, let's get Rosetta on the pod.
Or is it a stone?
Oh.
Is Rosetta a person or is Rosetta a stone?
A stone. I think she's a person. That's a good question though. She could just be a stone.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa.
But anyway,
we'll have to find out.
Yeah. Duolingo is my fave.
app of learning a new language. I have tried Babbel and I have tried like other apps, but Duolingo really like, I mean, I have the family plan with my family.
Nice.
And it's incredible. I'm almost on day 300. I love it. Pair that with something I've been eating a lot recently, which are, it's called like a snack mix. I'm not going to say a trail mix because I'm going to say I don't like trail mix. But if you like trail mix, I'm not going to yuck your yum. I'm just not a fan of raisins like that.
Yeah.
But I like a mix that has like a dried craisin, a dried cherry, a little piece of dark chocolate, peanut, and an almond. But also, if you're nut free, you can like make a little mix with just dark chocolate and like dried fruit. I think
and seeds.
That's good. Yeah. Oh, that would be good. I love sunflower seeds.
And like maybe some like dried chickpeas.
Dried chickpeas would be really good. Oh my God. Yeah, I just bought like a big pack from like Costco of this like mix or whatever, and I love it. I just keep munching on it. It's delicious.
They used to have like the huge container of the mix with the M&Ms.
Yes,
from Costco.
I
love that shit.
Yeah, but like I would only pick the M&Ms from it. I would never eat anything else in it. I only like the M&Ms because I'm just not a raisin girly, and I felt like the raisin kind of got on all of them.
It did. It sucked. It sucked all the nuts.
Yes, the raisin flavor was really prominent in that Costco mix.
Yeah,
this one's a good one. It's like a little, just like trail pocket mist. I don't know. I love it. I love it. Yeah. I think it's also fun. It also keeps you in check. Like you can like do a quest with your friends. You can like, I'm just obsessed. And I think like the animations are absolutely fucking adorable.
They are.
They're so cute. Like I love them.
So cute.
So adorbs. Like I'm always so proud of myself. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. And it's so good on the go. Like the snack mix pack.
Right?
Take it with you. You can do Duolingo anywhere you go.
That's like
eat your snack mix on the train.
Exactly.
As a passenger in the car. Don't do it while you're driving.
Yeah. And Duolingo has a podcast now, and you can listen to them like while you go. So you can like learn the language while you're. Yeah, it's really great. I love to do my ritual before I fly is just do Duolingo from the moment I sit down on the plane until we take off and there's no Wi-Fi. And then I'll put on my downloaded show. That's like my way of like coping with flying.
That's good.
But I also like just like love it. I don't know. I love it. So do that. And then my other medium Monday is go find a friend that has a Nintendo Switch. Go and find that friend and say, I want to play Mario Kart with you. And they're going to say, I want to play Mario Kart with you. And then you guys are going to play Mario Kart together while you eat Doritos. I know this isn't the fanciest medium munchies that I'm doing out here.
The snack mix is fancy.
Oh, yeah. That's fancy.
Yeah.
It is fancy. And nuts are expensive.
Yeah.
And dark chocolate's expensive. And dried fruit is expensive.
Yeah, it's like a charcuterie in a bag.
Oh, so true.
Yeah.
It's elevated.
Yeah.
But go play some Mario Kart with your bestie. Like just to have fun, even if you're not good at it. Or go play a Nintendo game. I love a Just Dance.
Oh, yeah.
I loved Just Dance on the Wii as a kid, but I never was like, I was always doing the moves full out and never actually won. Like,
and then it's the guy next to you who's just like,
yes,
who's winning.
Yes. Oh, the annoyance.
So annoying.
The annoyance. But yeah, like, and again, same with Doritos. Like, I don't know. I feel like Mario Kart's giving nacho cheese. I feel like Just Dance is giving Cool Ranch. I don't know, but like, feel it out through that. And yeah, those are my medium munchies for you. There's also like you like the sweet chili Doritos.
Yes. Those are my fave.
The tangy.
Those are my fave.
The tangy. Sure. That's giving Super Mario Brothers.
Yes. Yes.
And that's giving a little like, ooh, we're brothers.
Sweet little tang.
Yeah.
Spice.
We're going to jump over shit and meet some toads.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just have fun. This week's Media Munchies is all about the games.
Mm-hmm.
So play some games.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
Yum, yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
Welcome to Tyler's Take Care of Yourself tip, where I give you a tip to take care of yourself. So with our guest, we were talking about like just embracing your natural body, your natural beauty, loving yourself, being non-judgmental with yourself. So my take care of yourself tip is something you should definitely do in a safe space on your own in private. But it's giving yourself like a little like body scan. So like after a shower, before a shower, when you're naked, look at yourself in the mirror, leave all judgment aside, and just embrace all of the natural, wonderful, beautiful things about yourself. And if any negative self-talk comes up, acknowledge it and let it go. But just embrace like any body hair or stretch marks or cellulite or anything else that maybe you think maybe you're insecure about. But give it some love, give yourself some love, and take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. Welcome to Cravings Corner. What are we craving? Is it a feeling, a moment, a food, a place,
a thing,
a beverage,
a person? What are we craving?
What are we craving? Tyler, what are you craving?
I'm craving Chipotle.
Ooh.
All week, I've been craving Chipotle, and I've been waiting to talk about it on here before I eat it.
Ooh.
I'm waiting. I'm going to have it tomorrow because I wanted to keep craving it until we got here.
Yes.
So I can talk about it. But I'm just really craving Chipotle. I saw this this reel. I think I sent it to you of this person getting like an all like vegan burrito from Chipotle. And then they came home and did like vegan cheese in a pan and like fried the burrito in the vegan cheese. So it made it all like crispy on the outside. And then they got the honey vinaigrette on the side. Well, I do eat honey sometimes. Well, I'm not even vegan anymore. I'm pescatarian. But even when I was vegan, I did eat honey sometimes. But this guy, to make it fully vegan, did he made his own vinaigrette with agave instead of honey, and then dipped it in there, and it looks so good. So yeah, that's what I'm craving.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, classic Chipotle. I know, like I never go outside of the realm of the bowl because it's just so classic.
I don't either, but I know.
But sometimes you and I, when I was living back home, sometimes you and I would share a kid's.
Yeah,
we would be like, we need a snack before shopping, but like we can't, like a bowl is too much, like, and we don't have anywhere to put it in the fridge or anything. So we would get the kids tacos.
Yes,
we saw that hack, and those are good. Those are really good.
Yeah, those are really good, and it was such a perfect like little snack. But there was like a bigger hack that we did where it's like, you got extra of each thing.
Yes.
You're able to like hack the system and get extra of each thing.
Yeah.
So it's like a kid's thing, but then they caught on. They caught on and they canceled it real quick.
Yeah. That was really sad.
But you can I can get a tortilla on the side and get a bowl and then make like with my leftovers, make a burrito.
That's always my go-to. Always. But now, and that used to be the hack too. Get the tortilla on the side for free. It's a topping. Now they charge in New York City. I don't know. But in New York City now they charge for the tortilla on the side.
Like a lot?
No.
Like $1.50?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I'm like,
I can swing that.
Yeah. Yeah. I can make that happen. Yeah, I guess so. I'm just like salty to pay that extra $1.50.
No.
But because it's, come on, you have a million of those.
Literally. Like how much do you think that they throw out like of those tortillas at the end of the day?
Right.
But yeah. And the guac.
So good.
So good.
So good.
But Maggie, what are you craving?
Oh, I am craving, this comes from earlier in the week. I'm craving I still am. A good slice of banana bread.
Ooh.
I tried to bake some.
Mhm.
And because I had 3 ripe bananas and it did not work. It was not good. So I'm really sad about that. And I'm just craving like a really fluffy, like piece of really good banana bread. I don't know. I feel like
chocolate chip or just regular?
Just regular.
Okay.
Chocolate chip's like a little too much for me in banana bread. I do love like a banana bread with like walnuts. I do fuck with that. But my thing is with banana bread, I'm just need it to be fluffy and banana-y and sweet. I love it. I feel like since Danny said he wanted it in Charlotte, I've been like craving it since then. And so me and him were so excited that we had these ripe bananas. But you know what I did? I used baking powder instead of baking soda, and it made the bread crazy dense.
Yeah.
It's like
that's an easy mistake, but it's an easy mistake because it's like you think they're one and the same, but it's a big mistake when it comes to baking. I totally
thought they were one and the same. This is why I don't bake and I cook.
Yeah, you're a cooker for sure.
Baking is just, I honestly I should have just spent the like $5 to go buy a slice of banana bread.
Trader Joe's has good banana bread.
Really? Well, the coffee shop that just reopened down the street that I love, they have amazing banana bread. So I've been like dying to go there and grab a slice. So we should go in the morning.
We need to.
Yeah, let's go in the morning.
Yeah.
Amazing.
All right.
We're going to satisfy our cravings tomorrow.
Yes, we're satisfying our cravings tomorrow. We're loving ourselves. We're not judging ourselves. We're listening to our bodies.
Yes.
We're having fun.
We're playing games.
Yes.
So, amazing. Yes. So follow us on Instagram at Act and Analyze Podcast and subscribe to us on YouTube.
And follow us on TikTok, Act and Analyze Podcast.
Yes. Can't forget the TikTok.
Yep. But share our pod, share everything, share it with everyone you love, like, subscribe, comment, and we'll see you next week for another episode.
See you next week.
Thank you.